Welcome to the Bougie Black Brother Network. Good evening and welcome to Fade the Black Cinema. I'm Michael, your Bougie Black Brother. And today I'm back for my Asian series of movies as well as TV series. And this week I'm at a Chinese movie called The Accident. There was a couple of these that I had in my queue in Netflix, and I wanted to kind of grab those out and see them back to back. And normally when I'm on a binge with Asian movies, I kind of get to see all of them all at once, mostly the Korean ones, but I happen to get a couple of Chinese, Japanese, as well as some Indonesian and other Southeast Asian movies. But this one is Chinese. I thought it was Korean at first, but it's actually Chinese. And this one is called The Accident. And this was interesting because when I read this, I was like, wow, this one is going to be really something to be watching. And here's the synopsis of it. A hitman with his own way of doing things wonders if the tables are being turned on him in an intelligent thriller from the Hong Kong director Soul Chang, blah, 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 blah. I'm not even going to try it. So he is an unusually hired killer, named the gun, but named the brain. And he's known amongst the criminal circus as the brain, but he never uses a gun. He uses a couple of people, and he sets up elaborate accidents, and he choreographed them so the person dies, so it'll look like an accident. So he has different people that sets up things, and he choreographs this way before the accident happens, which kills the person. So, but he begins to get paranoid, and as he begins to get paranoid, he starts putting surveillance on the people that work for him. And with the last accident that they choreographed together, it didn't go well. Things occurred, and the person did get killed, but there was a lot of things that didn't go well. And to him, as soon as he was ready to just walk away, it seems as though someone set him up that he would be ran over by a bus. So he starts saying, wait a minute, what is going on? So then the movie goes along to him trying to investigate not only his people, but the last person who actually they paid and was doing the job for. And so they wanted to track them down and say, wait a minute, is this guy trying to assassinate me? Is this guy trying to make accidents occur towards me because they realized what I was doing? So the movie goes along slowly of him doing surveillance and setting up things to say, wait a minute, this guy. He's doing some things a little fishy. He tracks this insurance guy to his home, and he starts kind of mirroring things to try to find out what he does, who he's with, and what his life is all about that would want to kill him. So it gets a little interesting. That one thing that you will find in here that they kind of always do that in a lot of these movies is, you know, there was a wife or girlfriend who actually died, and they reminisce off of that. And he regrets all of that, but he still continues to do what he's doing. You know, this hitman or assassin still does his job, and he wants to continue to do his job. But this time he sees or feels that his actual team is trying to set him up. So he does even elaborate schemes against them to kind of verify that and do certain other things as well. So it's weird because I didn't see it, and he saw it in one way. So you had to sit and wait to find out, wait a minute, is he seeing this right? Did I miss it or whatever? But the good thing too is it's only about no more than an hour and a half. So it's not really drawn out. So this one isn't a drawn out, let me see what's going on. Let's go back in his past to find out when he became an assassin. Let's find out about the other characters and build them up and find out who they are. The story didn't get to that point that it needed to do that. I think it rushed to the point of where's this assassin's mindset is. And, his paranoid grew because he knew he did it. So to feel like this was another orchestrated scheme that he would do, that's what put him on this track to try to say, what do I do from that? And so this was a really interesting movie. Not long enough to be felt like, oh man, this is drawn out, but long enough to say, interesting. So when you get to the end, you make your decision on that. But the people, they rated it pretty decently. It wasn't one of these blockbuster movies that you ever got, ooh, very great thriller. Wow, I left the movie really talking about this. No, this one was a straight up, this is what happened. I see this here. This possibly may happen. Let's see where it goes. Oh, that's the end. Okay, kind of get that. And it's over. So not bad, not great either, but a really decent movie. If you would have rated this, you would probably rate this like a 7 or so. They rated like a 6.7. Some people higher than that. 3 stars out of 5, 3.5 out of 5. But pretty good. I guess the style of it all was a little, it wasn't the cinematography wasn't great. The look of it wasn't really clean, as I've seen other movies. So, when I started looking at a movie as a whole, I started looking at how the setup in the background was, how the props and everything was, how the characters reacted to the props and things. It probably because it was a 2009 as well. So this wasn't one of the current ones that I normally see. But I love the storyline, so I really wanted to check it out and put it into my queue to kind of check these out as well. But it's a 2009, and everything outside of that, after that, wasn't rated as good because I really looked at the director as well as the writer, and they actually do movies together, and they're not rated as high, but it's Hong Kong, so I'll probably go back to my Korean directors who really make things a little more exciting, a little more intricate in things, and the storyline is a lot more developed, and they probably give it a little more time to develop as well. But this one is called Accident, not The Accident. If you're looking it up, go with Accident. If you miss Accident, it'll say Yi Ngoi, Yingoi. If you miss seeing Accident, so check it out. It's worth seeing though. I may seem a little partial toward it, but it is worth seeing. It did keep my attention, and I did want to see how it ended. So that really worked for me as well. So pretty much worth seeing, or hearing me. How about that? Fade to Black Cinema. You see us every Wednesday. The Asian series I'm doing is coming out every Thursday. So if you want to see the Asian ones, or you want to actually listen to the Asian ones, I'm going to be throwing all of those on a Thursday. So if you want to bypass regular Western movies or anything from that and want to go straight to the Asian area of movies or TV series, that's the one that I'm going to really be doing on a Thursday. So get ready for those. Next week, I'm going to see something a little more interesting. Most likely one of the Korean ones that I was waiting to see. And then we'll go from there. But anywho, thank you very much. And we'll see you next time on Fade to Black Cinema. Later.